Cambridge City Food Bank, they're busy sorting through donations. They rely on the generosity of the community, not only for food, but for money.
It's been quite some time since the amount of food that we get donated in meets the need to be able to support people out there. So we are continually needing to buy additional food to be able to supply the people that we're helping at this time of year.
That's why they use an online fundraising platform to attract financial contributions.
It's about living in the modern world and making sure that people have the tools available to them to be able to donate. If you make things difficult for people to give, then people will choose to put their money elsewhere. We want people to be able to support us.
It's fair to say this has revolutionised fundraising.
It's never been easier to donate. In just a few clicks, you can send money to your chosen charity or any other good cause. You can also give money to the fundraising platform. In fact, they'll often add a tip to cover their costs. But there is some concern about that, with consumers saying it's not always clear what that tip is or how to opt out of it, and that they can be quite a lot of money.
Consumer champion Helen has seen quite a few cases. Someone recently complained they'd been charged a £5 tip on top of a £25 donation and felt cheated.
I think it's important for people to know that these platforms need money to be able to run the sites, but it's about being transparent and being able to show consumers exactly what it is they're paying for and how much. And at the moment, it just is not clear.
The fundraising regulator hopes to change that with a new code of practice, which aims to make it easier to opt out of tips and donate for free.
We do receive some complaints because they may feel the instructions or the advice on the site wasn't as clear as they felt it ought to be. I don't think any of the reputable platforms, the ones that people use most often, are deliberately misleading people, but you could see why somebody might feel that way.
The fundraising platforms we've spoken to say they've moved away from charging fees, so more money goes directly to good causes. They instead ask for tips to cover their costs, but say they're entirely voluntary and offer refunds to those who didn't mean to pay them. Some may want to tip, others may not. But here it's the donations that count, and they're making a big difference. Lauren Hall, ITV News.